Bodine52 here with you folks. Hope you are well. Have you ever kind of stole a ride in? Meaning you really should be doing something else, but you kind of snuck it in? That's what I'm doing. Stay tuned. I'll tell you why. So we are out on the bike, and we probably shouldn't be. Let me tell you why. So, another week of traveling for me, so things have been a little bit rushed. Haven't been able to get out on the motorcycle. My 2018 Ultra Limited, Big Mama. And so much stuff going on. Big weekend. I actually have my sister and brother-in-law coming into town from Michigan. So they are arriving a little bit later today. And of course, I worked all morning. And I really have a bunch of things to do before they arrive. I really need to cut the grass. I really need to do a couple other things and get ready for them. But I just couldn't help myself. So listen to the way I can excuse myself into anything so I can go riding. So since I've been gone all week, and it's been raining here in Pennsylvania in buckets since I've been gone, I come back and realize that my grass is knee-high. Okay, it's really not knee-high, but I'm a little bit anal about keeping my grass and yard in shape and all that fun stuff. And I know it's a curse. So I got done with all my work stuff I had to do today. It's just after lunch. And I'm like, I need to go cut the grass before my sister and brother-in-law come. Now, do they really care about the grass? Nah. Don't give a flying crap. But I feel like I needed to cut it. So I go out to cut it, and Mrs. Bodine says, hey, I said, look, I'm going out to cut the grass. And she's like, you know, it's still kind of wet out there from all the rain. So I'm walking out in the garage. I put my older shoes on to walk in the backyard to see how wet it is. Get the mower out of the barn. And it's a little wet. I'm like, sweet. I can't cut the grass. Needs to dry out. It would do damage. I'll go for a ride. Now, reality is, I really don't have time to go for a ride. Even cutting the grass was going to cut it short with my sister and brother-in-law coming. But I just couldn't help myself. Sneaking out for a ride. And I'm curious how many of you folks have done that. One, has it got you in real big trouble? What's the thing? One thing you snuck out at, and you're like, oh crap, I shouldn't have done that because it caused a problem. Now, I'm sure hoping this doesn't cause a problem because I have time. Hey, ice cream place. By the way, if you don't follow my channel, I live in a place in Pennsylvania where they have ice cream stores or ice cream shops like every 2 blocks. No kidding. Anyway, so have you ever snuck out and any ramifications of sneaking out? Now, I've kind of been late coming home because I went on an extra little jaunt. So I was expected kind of, I wouldn't say expected, Mrs. Bodine's pretty good about that, but just, I said I would be home at one time and it ended up taking an hour or two longer, but hey, we have motorcycles, that stuff happens. But have you ever gotten yourself kind of in a bind, whether it's with your spouse, your significant other, or you missed something really important? Like, you went for a ride before your kid's graduation, or you went for a ride before you were supposed to meet people for dinner, or something that caused you to be late. I would be curious, if you don't mind, leave your comments below, and I will tell you that since I'm out, sneaking out, I did a video on motorcycle accessories and getting bars. I'm going to be getting some LA Chopper 10-inch Mini Apes, if you will. To me, there are so many, they're just bars, but so I'm excited about that, and in the video I talked about how bad it would be to run into a truck. I mean, I talked about, you know, getting them from this local guy, because I'm going to definitely get them installed. And, you know, everything was great, but the guy hasn't called me. I kind of called over there and left a message, and I hadn't heard back from anybody. And granted, this guy kind of works out on his own. I think his wife runs the office sometimes, and he's slammed. But I thought I'd call back. It'd be kind of cool, because I'd like to get him done before the West Virginia Motovlogger meetup, which is next Friday. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. And then before I go on a week-long vacation. So that is where I'm sneaking over to check in on this guy and see what the status is, and we'll kind of go from there. So thought I would bring you along while I was sneaking out, and a benefit of sneaking out is I get to check out the status of my rebuilt sheets. Gas station, my favorite place to stop, that is still not ready. I should get some sort of money from Sheets for my inconvenience of them not being together. What do you think? It looks like it's getting there, but got to be repercussions of these people taking too long to build the sheets up that they blew up like 30 days ago. All right, folks, I will find my way along over to my, hopefully, guy that's gonna do some work on my motorcycle, and I'll let you know how that goes here in a bit. Alright, still on my way over, but this whole topic of what could I be late for because I'm sneaking a ride, I'm thinking of a list. Help me here. Plus it's a kind of cool road, so I thought I'd show you this. Alright, being late for a wedding. That would be bad if you're late for your own wedding or even somebody else's because you snuck a ride in. Maybe church. If you're a man or woman of faith that goes to church every Sunday or every now and then, if you're late for church, that's probably be bad. If you were late for an interview, an important job, and you weren't working, all because you snuck a ride, that'd be bad. If you failed to show up for a court date, that would be bad. That would be bad and could possibly lead to the next one. If you were turning yourself in and going to jail and didn't show up or showed up late because you snuck a ride in, that'd be bad. I wonder if you could ride the motorcycle to jail. If you have to turn yourself in for something, like, let me ride the motorcycle in. Somebody can pick it up when I get there, but I want to ride in. What else could be really bad if you snuck a ride in and it made you late, or you missed it altogether? Kid's graduation, a funeral. That'd be bad. Not showing up to a funeral only because you snuck a ride in. That'd be bad. You know, I feel like, anybody ever hear of that Jeff Foxworthy thing? You know, you're a redneck if? That's what I feel like I'm kind of going down the whole theme of with this snuck a ride in. My motorcycle is almost as large as that car. So what else is there, folks, while I'm out enjoying this beautiful day of sneaking it? Oh, sneaking a ride can also make you late for your brother and sister-in-law, or your sister and brother-in-law. I better get that straight before she gets here. Them coming 300 miles to visit you. That'd be bad, all because you snuck a ride in. If your significant other is very, very, let's say, specific on the time you're going to get home, and it would get you in trouble, but you were out sneaking a ride in, that could be bad. Okay, if you're late for the West Virginia Motovlogger meetup, when kickstands are up at 9:30, and you're late for that, that could be bad. But I guess you're not sneaking a ride in there, you're actually coming on a ride. If you were getting your car inspected and it was the 31st of the month, and you realized that you really couldn't drive it the next day because you're out sneaking in a ride, that'd be bad. If you were on your way to a demo ride on something that you really wanted to buy, and you were late and lost your spot, that would be bad. Okay, I gave enough. Tell me what else. If you snuck a ride in, what would be bad? Leave it in the comments if you don't mind. Meanwhile, I'm on a quest to influence some people to act quicker on taking care of Big Mama. Alrighty, we're here to do some checking with Bob. Alrighty, my LA 10-inch chopper bars are in. So my local guy is gonna put them on for me, and I guess one of the downsides of working with a single proprietor that's the only guy there that works on motorcycles is his schedule. So we wanted to put them on July 6th, which is really 2 weeks from now. But I am going to be on a vacation on the motorcycle, by the way. So that's going to be a problem. So he's going to put them on the Tuesday after I come back from my vacation, which kind of stinks. It would have been nice to take the long ride with them, but there's a lot of worse things going on in life than having to wait. So that is good stuff. So speaking of vacation and trips, for those of you that follow the channel and happen to live in the East Coast area, if you will, there is a West Virginia Motovlogger meetup coming up on, I believe it's the 29th, 30th, 31st in Fayetteville, West Virginia. And a lot of folks are going down on Thursday. The ride is actually Saturday. Looks like we're having about right now 15 plus folks. There's 5 or 6 of us from Pennsylvania riding up together, and or over together I should say, and folks from coming in from all over. So super excited. Good group of motovloggers that are just fantastic, and then there's some folks that our brothers and sisters that don't have their own channel that follow a lot of us, and they are coming down to meet us as well. So super excited about that. I'll leave a link to a couple of videos on that, as well as if you think you're going to be able to make it, we have a Facebook page that has more of the details on it. So you can leave me a message, if you will, if you're interested in getting on that page, and then we can kind of arrange that. But it is happening here quickly, and super excited. Both myself, D Best 1A, and Harley Day Rider have kind of dwarfed this from the 3 of us meeting up and riding to 15 to 20 people. So we are super excited. So if you can make it and you live in the area, we'd love to have you. And we look forward to meeting everybody and riding some cool roads, and just enjoying each other's company, and this great hobby of motorcycle riding we have. So, all right, folks, that is it. Again, if you're sneaking out for a ride and it's caused some problems, tell us your story. We'd love to hear it. Thanks for checking in. Listen to me babble on, and please be safe on and off the motorcycle. This is Bodine 52. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, folks.